you hit the ground. Mouth so full of lies tend to block your eyes. Just keep them closed, keep praying, just keep waiting. Waiting for the one. The day that never comes.
All right, Rich from 2RC Productions here, just checking in. This is the end of the day of that trail footage that you watched. In the video here, we did a lot of walking and caught some footage, and Richie, does all the editing and spliced it all together nice. And I want to take a second to show you here. This is Grace's custom painted Maisto rock crawler. And the reason that I'm showing you this is because we've been talking about it the last couple days. Captain T of the USS Alpha Storm posted a picture of his icer, and then we had some comments on it. And this is actually a really capable vehicle. It can get through a lot of stuff for an entry-level RC. And nice squishy tires. You can see the articulation. It's got a ton of articulation. And they actually just came out with a new one now, 3XL I believe it's called. And it's supposed to be a lot better. It's going to have actual proportional controls. It's going to have a battery pack instead of using AA, so that'll be pretty cool. And I mentioned that I bought myself the selfie stick, and this is the original selfie stick. It's not a fake one. It says right on there, it's the original. And this thing just works great. It hooks up right to the GoPro, and you can walk with it. I was using a broomstick before, so this is definitely a major improvement over a broomstick. And the last part I want to show you guys is I'm going to pan over to my wall here. And you'll notice this is in the hobby room, and this was in this original location, but it's moved now because I took this over for the hobby room. And then you can see down the hall here that I built Richie's room adjacent to the hobby room, and there's a wall here. There's a common wall. Well, the train board, I had a 4x8 train board that went here, and obviously there wasn't enough room anymore for it to fold down. So I had to move it to the other side of the basement. But Tyson Evans is a train guy, and we had been talking about this a little bit, and he was talking about space, limited space. And I said, I had limited space, and I made a fold-up train board. He's like, oh, I'd love to see that. So anyway, what you got here, I haven't moved it yet, is you got a couple of pipe stubs, and I welded a washer on, but you could use cotter pins or however you want. And this basically just swings up. It's got a hole. I used a paddle bit and punched a hole in there. And you'll see on the other side of the room what this is for. So the train board actually is vertical behind this, folds up, and then you put another pipe pin through here to hold it in position so it stays up. So now we'll take a walk to the other side of the room, and Richie's going to help me. He's going to be my assistant. He's going to fold the train board up while I show you guys how it works. All right, YouTubers, here is my train board. I had one video of this, and it's a basic, nothing fancy, just a 4x8, basically so we could run the trains around. Ryan used to be real heavy into the trains, and we don't use it as much as we used to. Usually in the winter, we'll run some. But he likes to put the cars in. Grace put the cars up here, and they run the train around stuff. So basically what you do is you attach all your stuff to the board. And all I did was make this out of simple 2x4s. Just 2x4s screwed into my studs and made a couple brackets. Had a couple of standoffs that went all the way through the board to the other side. Boxed it out. Got a piece of 1/2-inch pipe there. Run the pipe through. There's a cotter pin on the other side, and I got a washer welded on here. And basically what this does is it swings up, and this distance here is the distance that will be away from the wall. So you have this thing sitting in the room, and if you have an area where it's limited space, all you have to do is fold this up to the wall, and those brackets like I showed you on the other side, I have to mount them here, and they swing up and pin right here. There's a hole here in the board, and you just pin that, and it stays in place. And then what I have here is just 2x4 legs with hinges on them. They drop down as you lower it. So me and Richie are going to crank this up now. You just basically lift it up to the wall. And it folds up like this. You got it, Richie? Mm-hmm. And it basically just folds vertical like that. So now you have all your space. Your floor space is clear. We stand back and get a little view. And this thing will pin right off the stud. And this is just something I came up with on my own. And now you can see that it's folded nicely to the wall on a bracket assembly. And here's just 2x4s that I had. I just used the door hinge to fold up. All right, Richie, ready? So now we'll fold it down, and one person can do it easily. It's not that heavy. So basically you just let it down. Now it's in position, and you have ready-made train board. So hopefully this helps you out, Tyson. If you need any other, information on how I did the hinge, or basically, if you see what I got here, I just kind of backed it up with a lot of screws, 2x4s, used pipe for the hinge, and then pipe stubs to pin it. So if you got any other questions, let me know. All right, YouTubers, Rich from 2RC Productions, thanks for hanging out, watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And